on behalf of the entire Kalaram team to our guest artist today, Vladislav Tatarinov, who has carved an electrifying path in the world of art. With his roots
Namaste.
at the Kolomna Pedagogical Institute, he has been trained under great masters and trained under Russian art tradition and emerged with a style all on his own. His works often depict dynamic lighting and atmospheric effects. The first thought that comes to my mind when I look at his paintings is that it literally glows. His paintings have joined the Union of Artists of Russia in 2002. His works have moved art lovers with a whirlwind of personal and group exhibitions across Russia and beyond. His works have dazzled international stages, including top auctions in France and personal exhibitions in Serbia. Known for his dynamic works in dry pastel and oil, his works have won him exhibitions of international associations of pastel society and have been part of celebrated collections and major galleries. In recent years, he has become the powerhouse of pastel after joining the National Pastel Society of Russia. And now, as its president, he has been inspiring artists everywhere. We're greatly honored to have you here, sir. Over to you now.
Thank you, Anugangsa.
Thank you for presentation. It's great. And welcome to my studio in city Kolomna in Russia. And let's draw with dry pastel tonight. First, I would like to tell you about why I like dry pastel so much. I think dry pastel is one of the oldest materials because the ancestors of pastel are coal and red clay. First artists in human history painted the walls of their caves in different parts of the world with coal and red clay. So you see it, coal and red clay. And the second reason is as a child, I was inspired by paintings of great French artist Edgar Degas. And I was attracted to them by the special glow of color. Now I know that it arises thanks to velvet surface of pastel work and many layers of pastel work. Let's talk about how it works. The surface of pastel work consists of 1,000 points of pigment. When you look at the work from a distance, they blend, mix into common color, but its color is not the same you have got when you mix, for example, oil paints. It's the other color, it's red in color that we see in nature, or for example, at the pixel monitor of your computer. You listen to me well?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
we can hear you.
Okay, let's begin to draw. Tonight, we will draw the landscape. It's a street in our ancient city Kolomna. It consists of two parts. At the foreground, we have got old house 150 years old and very old tree. They are the neighbors for a long time. They live together for a long time. And at the background, we have the river. So let's begin. Now it looks well?
Yes.
Great. I begin from the line of horizon. It's low. I use abrasive ground for pastel. It's now it's Schmincke, very good pastel ground. Or you can use, for example, Lascaux ground, or maybe Golden. Lascaux is made in Switzerland. Golden is made in the USA. And today I use different brands of pastel. It's now it's Belgian blocks. It's certainly Rembrandt that I like so much. It's Russian brand Gamma. It's my author collection of pastel. And it's French brand Sennelier. First, I explain the composition of the work. The trunk of the tree and branches. I use now pastel pencil.
Hey, excuse me, whatever medium you explained just now, what is that for? We used to apply on the paper first, or what?
It's the card. It's
Okay.
just card, and the pastel ground, like this. It's covered by a pastel ground.
Okay. So that was the ground that liquid used on, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And did you wait for the ground to dry before you start this?
I wait about 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Are you using special pastel paper for this?
It's just a card
Okay,
Open.
regular
covered
paper.
by
Okay,
covered by this
Yeah,
pastel
Daddy.
ground.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Primer for pastel.
Okay.
You can use this one, for example. Primer for pastel.
Okay.
With this pastel primer, you can apply many layers of pastel. You can work for a long time. If you use the ordinary paper, you can't work for a long time. Now the road for the river. And the trees at the background. The window at the ground floor. And the windows of the first floor. The shadow of the tree. And the falling shadows of the trees on the road. And the trees on the other bank of the river. on the opposite bank of the river. The first part of the drawing is simple, and the second part of the drawing is consists of more details. Now you see that I draw the branches of the tree with more details, more attentively. It is autumn in Russia, and you see that the main colors are gold ochre and blue. The gold color of the autumn leaves. Every tree, I think, has its own character, and I think we must show the character of the tree in the work. I think trees have spirit.
This is reference. You can take screenshot and some artworks.
Mhm. The first part of the work, drawing, is finished now. We planned the composition and the drawing. Now let's begin to work with the pastel. I use dark brown Rembrandt pastel chalk. Now my main task is to show light and shadow. I use all the surface of the chalk.
Body, non-alcoholic body. Nice, sir. ওখানে কেন on ছিল? On.
Can you zoom in it little bit?
Sorry. And now you see the more details in the drawing and the light and the shadow.
ये प्रोग्राम का बिल्कुल भी
Now I take more soft pastel. It's the pastel of the brand Earthberry that made in Russia, but you can use the same soft pastel like Sennelier. And I cover the dark parts of my work with this soft pastel. Later, you will see why I do it. And now I use the most important instrument of pastel artist, my finger.
Mhm. .
After that, I use another instrument. Thanks to my wife, she helps me now. And now we have just dark colors. And now I use the light one. For the light parts of the branches. And the windows. I mix warm and cold colors.
And now presenting
It's gold ochre. When you see such bright colors landscape, you always want to use yellow or orange colors, but ochre is enough. At the beginning, I told you about many layers of pastel. Now you see I use at the same part of the work light orange and green color. when you look at the work at the distance, these points mix.
Excuse me, sir. One request. Can you please zoom into the picture a little more so that we can view it a little more with clarity, please?
I sorry, didn't understand the.
Zoom. This is
Can you
close.
zoom into the picture a little more? I mean, the one which you're painting, can we get a little more clarity?
Okay. To come in Zoom.
Zoom in, yeah.
Yes. Go out and wait. Go out and come in.
No, sir. She means that your picture that you're painting, we want to see it on the screen little zoomed, like, closer to the screen. So it is far away, no? So we can't see clearly.
Can you take the camera closer to the picture, please?
Closer?
Yeah, camera.
Okay,
Yeah.
closer. Ближе, да.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Okay.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
good
what
enough.
we wanted. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for understanding.
That's good.
Okay.
Perfect.
Spacebo.
Sir, are you using olive green now?
Yes, it's olive green. I would like to show many leaves.
Okay.
And now gray. Warm gray. Sometimes it's not easy to find the chalk which is the best, which you need. And the shadows of the tree, of the branches. And the shadows on the wall of the house. At first, the main parts, and then the details. The points of the shadows of the leaves of the branches I like French Impressionists like Edgar Degas, Claude Monet. They are my favorite artists. Joaquin Sorolla from Spain. Now the shadow of the roof of the house. And the trees on the background. They are colored in ochre too. And the trees on the opposite part of on the opposite bank of the river. And now it's time to paint the sky. I use light gray chalk. Because near the horizon line, the sky is more light and more warm. Upper, I use blue chalk, light blue chalk. And at the top, I use more dark, more bright blue chalk. It's cobalt blue. So step by step, you see we have got the shining sky through the branches. It's an Allier blue-green chalk, but I think it's too bright. And more details in drawing of the tree now. Now it is less contrast, more slow. Like in nature, I think. Now the shadow part of the trunk of the tree.
Sir, are you using black for the shadow? No?
Yes, it's very dark gray, but it is too dark. Now I make it not so dark.
Thank you,
No,
Yulia.
no, no.
Next demo, Yulia ma'am, oil medium.
Yulia is great operator.
Yes. Thank you.
No good.
No need to camera stand.
And beautiful demo and explain all. Thank you.
Sir, most important question that how to preserve it, this painting.
Will you repeat?
How we can keep this painting safe as long? Yeah.
Just a moment. Yulia will help me. The first I can recommend is Sennelier fixative.
Okay.
But I don't use it.
Hmm.
Just the frame with the glass.
Oh,
But will it not stick to the glass?
Look, like this one. Frame, second frame,
hmm.
the distance between the surface of pastel and the glass.
Hmm.
Ah, okay.
Great idea.
Sir, why don't you use the fixative?
I use no fixative because
Any reason?
there is every time it's a danger to change the color.
Fall down. Yes,
And
different.
the abrasive pastel primer is enough to keep pastel well.
Hmm.
It's a good surface.
Okay, sir. It's a thick board.
Glass is saving pastel surface of the water, of the finger.
Ah. So the
And
glass is protecting the pastel. Okay.
it's enough, like
Okay.
watercolor. It's
Okay.
enough.
Okay.
If you see the great pastels in the history of art, like Edgar Degas, like Lyotard, like Rosalba Carriera, the pastels are keeping very well. There are no changes in the color. And now the bottom. Lower part of the work. The fallen leaves on the ground. There is big chokes by Caretta Color brand.
फॉरेन आदमी ऐसे वर्कशॉप दे रहा है.
And the windows. The first floor of the house is made of wood. And the ground floor is made of the brick. Oh my God. The blue is the mistake. I always taste the chalk I need straight on the work. The pastel artist has no palette. His palette is the work. I make the point of the color and I look how it works.
Sir, if you don't like the color you have put, do you cover it with some other color?
Yes, in
Okay.
pastel you have a chance to mistake.
Yeah. Okay.
Not like in watercolor, I think.
Yeah.
It's easier. That's why I paint with pastel.
You make it look easy, sir. It's not so easy, but it's beautiful.
Thank you very much. I like the sunny weather so much. I like the points of the summer rays on the walls.
Sir, if you don't use the primer and instead you use only the pastel paper, will the effect of the painting be different?
Yes, if I don't use the primer, I could not make many layers of pastel.
Okay.
And it will be the art critics always discuss.
Okay.
Pastel is graphic or pastel is painting. And I think both are right. Some pastel artists make graphic works, and some pastel artists make paint works. I think I make painting, but some pastel artists make graphic, and they can use the other paper.
Okay.
I need to use abrasive paper or like pastel matte, like Canson Mitentes Touch, like Sennelier Lacarte, or pastel primer. To make many layers surface.
And when you apply the primer, sir, do you use a regular brush or do you spray it like from the can?
I use brush.
Okay.
I show you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Like this one.
Okay.
Or like this one, it's more roof. If you want to get more roof surface, you must use more roof branch. Now the light shadows of the branches, they are thin and light.
Sir, for soften the edges, you always use hands or sometimes brush also.
Sir, for soften the edges, you always use hands or sometimes brushes also.
One more time, please.
I'm asking that for soften the edges or to do smoothing, you always use hands or sometimes brushes also.
Yes, I use my paint brushes. It is not some special brushes.
Okay.
I paint with oil paints also. So there are the brushes for oil paints.
So she asked that when you blend, do you also use brush or you only use your fingers? That's what she asked.
Ah.
Thank you. Behalf of me.
I use my fingers first of all, and yeah, there are some
The paper roll.
some items for pastel.
The blending stump, the paper stump.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
The paper
yes.
stump.
Okay.
There are some items like this one to draw the details. Look,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
oh, like this one.
This is what I am asking, sir. I was asking. Yeah. Thank you.
Mhm.
सब पढ़ना खाली बच्चे हम समझ गए आराम नाल बेड पर पै जा
And also my fingers. Now the river. I have never been in India yet, but in Russia, the color of the river is usually olive, brown, green. And the autumn color of the trees. At the opposite side, at the opposite bank of the river. Now I'm looking for the color of the road. Now I make the shadow more blue. It's too much. The points of light on the leaves.
Sir, how do you choose colors for shadows?
It's a difficult question. On the foreground, the color of the shadow is more dark. At the background, it's more light, more blue. The contrast at the foreground is more bright.
Depend on surface and light source.
Okay, sir.
Look, I use light gray, light blue-gray chalk at first. And then I mix it with gray rose chalk. And with the sand chalk. I mix these three different chalks, and I have got the color of the road that I looked for. Three different chalks: light gray blue, light gray rose, and the sand one.
Sir, the simplification you done is very much beautiful to see.
Yes. Now I draw the fallen leaves. On the road. And we must always remember that we are the artist, we are not photographs, so we can change the nature. And I paint some bright autumn flowers. They grow near the house. There's some green grass. And the shadows on the trunk of the tree. And the details of the leaves of the tree.
Beautiful, sir.
So, dear friends, this way I make my every work with the pastel. To finish the work,
Super.
Thank you,
it
sir.
takes it may takes me
Beautiful work.
many hours more. I can make more details, but I showed you the main part of the work. If you have more questions, I can answer it. And I was very glad to meet you and to show you how I work and to show you how I make this landscape.
It's lovely and beautiful work, sir. Very
Very
nice.
beautiful. Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
Thank you very
We,
much. And
we excited to meet you in Jodhpur.
Yeah.
meet you in India.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're waiting for you.
Most
And,
welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. Excellent work. Beautiful
Thank you.
work. Thank you very much for your demo.
Thank you very much.
Poshiba.
Спасибо.
Very interesting. Bye. Good night.
मजा आ गया सर, मजा आ गया।
Good.
वो चले गए क्या?
नहीं है।
तो उनको टैग हटा दिया क्या?
नहीं नहीं।
उनको हाईलाइट रखिए ना अभी।
रिमूव हो गया।
आपको हो गया खुद को।
हम्म।
उनको हाईलाइट कीजिए, आप खुद हाईलाइट हो।
मैं नहीं हूँ, आप हो हाईलाइट।
वो तो चले गए
आई थिंक।
नहीं है।
शायद चले गए हो। ठीक है,
चले गए सर वो।
ठीक है, ठीक है। थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन। ऐसे लाते रहेंगे और आर्टिस्ट आपके साथ। काफी अच्छा डेमो रहा, मतलब उन्होंने काफी एक्सप्लेन किया। देखने के लिए काफी आसान सब्जेक्ट था। हमने सोचा नहीं था कि वो एज अ पेंटिंग होके इतना ब्यूटीफुल कन्वर्ट हो जाता है। तो यही आर्टिस्ट की खासियत है कि हम बहुत बार सब्जेक्ट में घुस जाते हैं कि हमें ऐसा माउंटेन चाहिए, रिवर चाहिए, ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए, लेकिन देखो कितना सिंपल सब्जेक्ट उन्होंने कितना ब्यूटीफुल तरीके से कंपोज करके बताया। और उन्होंने हर मौसम में उसको पेंट किया है, मतलब ऑटम में, बाद में अलग अलग मौसम में उनके वो ट्रीज के पेंटिंग आपको देखने मिलेंगे। तो उनका इंस्टा आईडी हमने पोस्टर पे डाला है, आप उनको फॉलो कीजिए। और जो राजस्थान में जोधपुर में जुड़े हैं, वो काफी उनके साथ एंजॉय भी करेंगे। तो आई होप अभी के लिए हम यहाँ पे समाप्त करते हैं। और कुछ
उनके मीडिया मतलब ये सॉफ्ट पेस्टल के हिसाब से जिस हिसाब से काम देखने में मिला, जैसे वो आर्किटेक्चर में बहुत सारे डिटेल्स है ना, बहुत इजीली निकल पाएंगे वहां पे ना।
और दूसरी बात कि ये हमारा रिकॉर्डिंग यूट्यूब पे है रिकॉर्डिंग, आप अगर खुद ट्राई करना चाह रहे ट्राई कीजिए और उनको टैग भी कर लीजिए।
और सर इसके बाद अगला पोरबंदर का क्या है सर, उसका रजिस्ट्रेशन शुरू हो गया है ना?
हाँ, जिसको हमारे साथ पोरबंदर जुड़ना है तो आप जरूर हमसे कांटेक्ट कर लीजिए। ऑलमोस्ट 10 आर्टिस्ट है, तो 10 आर्टिस्ट के साथ आपको काफी आप उसमें एंजॉय कर सकते हैं, सीख सकते हैं और काफी एक्सपीरियंस लेके जा सकते हैं। जोधपुर तो हमारा फुल हो गया है,
10
लेकिन अगर
means
किसी
10
को
mentor.
यस यस 10 मेंटर्स आपको सिखाएंगे, आप उनका काम देख पाएंगे और काफी अच्छे काम आपको देखने मिलेंगे। ठीक है कूल्स, क्लोज करते हैं, फिर मिलते हैं बाद में।
Okay. Good night,
Thank
everyone.
you, sir, for such a beautiful demo.
Thank you, sir.
वेलकम।
Good night, sir.
गुड नाइट एवरीवन।